Mastering the bearish three line strike candlestick pattern. This pattern, if you see here, it has three green things and one big red candle which has covered all the three green candle sizes. If you see here, if you consider this as a 3 points, 2 points and 1 point, then you will have a different 3, 2, 1 is almost like 6 points, and all 6 points are covered in a single candlestick. So if you see here, let's go to the disclaimer before we go into the more examples. Just read this disclaimer once, and you want to know more about the candlesticks, bullish, bearish, green, red. I have discussed more about these candlesticks in the earlier videos. Go through those videos. I think let's come to this pattern once. If you see here, this is what I am saying. Consider this as 3 points, this is 2 points, this is 1 point. So there is a 3% rise and a 2% rise and a 1% rise. There is a 6% rise in a 3 days, but technically in 1 day it has scrapped all the 6%, or the market is such in bearish situation, it has taken all the 3 days long gains in one shot. So this is where you have to see. This is another way of you can look at the things, where you can see another way of second scenario where you will have a 3 bearish days and all 3 bearish days are out. You can actually, in this kind of scenario, you can keep this top as a stop loss and you can ride the wave and it will continue. Obviously you will enter somewhere here with this as a stop loss, and the next day obviously it didn't hit and you'll have money making. It's like a money making mission. I would say like this is like the low reliability, but still it depends upon when it forms. If it's forming on the higher trend, I think you have a chances to make money. So another thing is anatomy of three line strike. I have already shown how the anatomy is. This is the example. If you see here, 1, 2, 3. It has happened, and there are no other 3 candles, but I would say like this you can take as this one, and you can see in the fall. One more examples, some examples. This is another example. If you see here, this downward strike did not happen because this has overtaken this one. So obviously this cannot be. So sometimes I have one for a pure example, the other one kind of if it reverses back, how you will have to analyze. Identify the bearish 3 line strike. First line, second line and third line. I have discussed that, how the lines are there. You make sure they are psychological significance. Important thing is emotional shift. Do not have confirm the bearish signals. Entry thing, it's always standard. Identify the pattern, confirm the reversal and time your entry accordingly. So sometimes people will say the target percentage is 5 to 10% or stop loss is 2 to 2. It is all depends upon how much greed or how much fear you have. So it depends upon your trading strategy, or it depends upon how much your risk profile. If you want to take only 1%, make sure your stop losses are just 1%, nothing more than that. Do not only thing I would say is you manage your risk by position sizing, keeping stop losses, and consider in a volatile markets how you want to handle. So backtesting is another important thing. I always say in all my videos or classes, important thing is practice is progress. So you can backtest the data, practice it, testing methodology, analyze the performance. Testing methodology is simple, straightforward. I would definitely say stick to the entry exit rules, position sizing and performance metrics, how it performs. The same thing I have written here. So I think this is all like I paid $100,000 across the courses, and I'm giving this for free for the community. So if you want to know more about the courses, there are links below. There are presentations. There are many books I have written, so you can go through those links. If you want me to review a portfolio, there is a link. You can use that link to connect with me so I can review a portfolio. Incorporating all those things are consulting, and portfolio reviews are monetary attachment. There is something monetary links to it, so pay that and you can connect with me after that. Incorporating the pattern in your trading strategy, integration the pattern, backtesting, optimizing, real-time monitoring are very important. Just because you have did a backtesting and suddenly you want to implement it is not good, because you don't know. Markets are always dynamic. It's like wild animals. So wild animals cannot be trusted. In the same way, wild markets also can't be trusted. So you have to be always have an eye on that stock markets movements. Avoid common mistakes with a bearish 3 line strike. Running the setup, do not rush into the setup, misinterpreting the signals. Setting improper targets is not good. So set appropriate. Don't expect 1:2, 3 in a short term. And then when I was talking about 1:2, 3, I have a course which is called 1:10. If you are interested, that's a flagship course which I share with my students, so you can connect with me. and combining the patterns with other indicators. Important thing is you have to combine. I mean, the confidence in the trade comes when you combine with the trend lines, MACD, RSI, all those things. So I would definitely say encourage you to write, go through that. There are courses I have written, I have done specially for RSI and MACD. You can go through them also below links. This real-time example, I would recommend you to practice at least 10 charts, so you will have more and more experience. Yeah, there is a way to identify in bullish markets, there is a way to identify in bearish market, and there is a way to identify in volatile markets. I will talk about more examples in the courses where or in the coaching sessions where you can get more and more information. Thank you. That's all for today, and have a good time. Thanks for learning the bearish 3 line strike. Bye all.